Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Hashtags on VOP TV on Voice of the People Television. I'm excited because today's Tuesday, but then there's a lot of gist on social media that is making me smile this smart. Oh my God. Welcome to Hashtags on Voice of the People TV, and I'm your host, Mom Masinachi Okafor. And of course, Hashtags is your go-to show for everything trending on social media. Talk about sports, entertainment, finance, politics, business, everything and anything that trends the entire day. I am your go-to person. And of course, Hashtags is your go-to show. And Voice of the People TV is your go-to station for everything that you would want to see on your TV screen. So go to our YouTube page, join us on YouTube, subscribe to our content on YouTube. On YouTube, we are at Voice of the People TV. And then on other social media handles, we are at VOP TV Live. A lot has been trending on social media. A lot has been trending. A lot of videos, a lot of pictures. A lot has been trending. But I'm going to start off with the number one trend here on X, which happens to be hashtag Madrid. Hashtag Madrid has been trending for the football lovers with about 200,000 posts. We also have here hashtag Euro for the football lovers as well. We have here hashtag Spain with about 152,000 posts. We have here Happy Birthday Pastor Ayo with about 1,000 posts. We have Fuel with about 3,000 posts. It was said that the pump price is said to have gone up to about 700 and something naira in Nigeria. And a lot of people are really scared that this might hit 1,000 plus again. And we are calling on the government to do something about that. We have here hashtag Very Dark Man has been trending. Well, I will give you the reason why hashtag Very Dark Man has been trending, because it's kind of connected to hashtag David Hundeyin has been trending as well. So the reason why Very Dark Man is trending is also the reason why, it's partly the reason why hashtag David Hundeyin has been trending as well. We also have here hashtag House of the Dragon has been trending. We have here hashtag David Hundeyin has been trending with about 12,000 posts. I said that. He has been trending since yesterday. He said a lot of things. Okay. Hashtag Everton has been trending. Hashtag Abiola, yes. Hashtag Abiola has been trending. Hashtag Mko Abiola has been trending also on social media with about 18,000 posts. We have here hashtag Coco, the cat that died yesterday. He's still trending. And then we have here hashtag Somerville. We have Manchester United, my club, has been trending. We have here hashtag Ronu has been trending. Hashtag Adeyemi has been trending a lot. Hashtag Celine Dion has been trending. A lot has been trending on social media. But we are starting off with hashtag David Hundeyin. So the reason why hashtag David Hundeyin has been trending is because during an interview or a podcast, he revealed a lot of things about Fela, IBB, that's Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, the former president of Nigeria. He revealed some things about Obasanjo and about Mko Abiola. Now to the gist. So David said that Mko Abiola was in national trouble, who was involved in every illegal activities in the country, and he even sponsored the 1984 military coup by General IBB, that's Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. But then the highlight of this was when David revealed that Mko Abiola is the reason, that's David Hundeyin, that Mko Abiola is the reason why telephone communication came to Nigeria very late. I hope you're understanding this gist with me right now. So now, apparently, Mko Abiola was contracted to build infrastructures that will be of course, the spine of telecommunications, instead of building these infrastructures for our dear nation. It was said that he pocketed the money and shared it with the then ruling government. I hope you're understanding this gist now. So in a song, Fela sang about it and called Obasanjo and Abiola, that's Fela Kuti. He sang a song and called Obasanjo and Mko Abiola two international thieves. He called them two international thieves in that song that he sang about them years back. But then a lot of people in Nigeria, they never understood the lyrics of Fela's song then when Fela sang that song, which is the reason why hashtag thief thief has been trending as well. So now another thing here is the fact that a lot of people have been saying, oh, you know what? But then Mko Abiola was a very sweet man, and most of our great-grandparents really loved him. He was a very good philanthropist. He was a very good blah, blah, blah. But people are saying that the fact that Fela sang about this years back, and people did not understand what he sang when he sang that international thieves, that he called Obasanjo and Abiola. And people are now, putting one and two together, and they are like, oh my goodness, a lot has really been going on in this country. Because when Mko Abiola was ruling Nigeria, he was a very wealthy man. And a lot of people were like, we don't know the source of his wealth, but then he was a philanthropist to many, as they said. So, we will just take it for the fact that he was a nice man. So, Seun Kuti of the Kuti family made a video saying that years back that some top politicians years back framed Fela Kuti and wanted to kill him. Framed Fela Kuti and wanted to kill him, to murder Fela and his then wife. I hope you're getting this gist now. There's this video, I wish we could play that video, where he was saying a lot of things that he said about the fact that the then government wanted to kill Fela, and a lot of things that Seun Kuti mentioned in the video, alongside what David Hundeyin said. Moving on to this gist, the reason why Very Dark Man is also trending is because David Hundeyin said that he feels like Very Dark Man is an opportunist, that he doesn't see much relevance from Very Dark Man, and he doesn't feel that Very Dark Man is really supposed to be like popular. A lot of things that he said about Very Dark Man. And guess what? Very Dark Man is also always wanting to say one thing or the other about everybody. Well, let us listen to what David Hundeyin said about Mko Abiola, Obasanjo, and a lot of other people that he called, and Fela Kuti as well.
Yes. And despite all of his wealth and all of his money was made under very similar circumstances, by the way, because MK was also a criminal. Let's be clear about that. There's no type of illegal activity that man was not involved in. Gun running, coup financing, smuggling of every kind of illegal or illegal commodity, his hand was inside, right? And he made a fantastic fortune. And despite all of his money, that presidency that he wanted, they just made sure they did not.
Yeah, but that was different era, IBB, Abacha, right? That was a different era. Abacha wanted to be president. Abacha was the man. Abacha and IBB. And so,
but then if you want this very long video, you can go on our page, or you will see most of all these videos, and a lot of things that happened that David Hundeyin mentioned on social media in that podcast. Well, let us see how Nigerians, netizens, are reacting to hashtag thief thief and hashtag David Hundeyin. Let's see how they are reacting to these shocking revelations by David Hundeyin about Mko Abiola, Obasanjo, and Fela Kuti. And this is from our Double Prince 001, who says, most our parents then knew the source of his wealth. He's talking about Mko Abiola. knew the source of his wealth wasn't pure, but they all loved him for his unrivaled benevolence. Nobody visits him in tears that doesn't come out joyous and jubilating. He was the greatest African philanthropist in his time. So our parents ignored the source. Okay, really though. And this one is from @thewinner772, who says, if Fela was still alive till today, Tinubu would never have this stronghold on Lagos and Lagosians. Fela would have showed Tinubu where he is originally from, and his chances of even being on the presidential ballot box would have been almost zero, let alone winning election. And this is from Isaac, who says, growing up as a Yoruba boy, my father loved Abiola. I had always wondered what exactly was his source of wealth. We just knew how he was rich, how he came about it. As always, he surrounded with mystery. Yes, his wife family was rich, but not to the extent that Abiola's wealth as quantified. And this one is from Double Prince 01, who says, everything David Hundeyin said here about MKO was what Fela said and sang about. But David Hundeyin is being insulted, but they call Fela legend now. If Fela was alive, he would have been against BAT, that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they would have burned Kalakuta down, saying it's on canal path. And this one is from our favorite line doctor, who says, whatever it is that David Hundeyin is saying today about Mko Abiola was all stated openly by Fela in his popular song, International Thief. Even Seun Kuti, who is Fela's son, has always spoken and written repeatedly on this same Mko Abiola subject. It's just that in Nigeria, history is never taught. Reading is never encouraged. And so people who are actually villains get rebranded as heroes, while the actual icons are role models, and role models are demolished. Well, I think he has a point in that. He really has a point in that. Well, moving on to the next hashtag of today. Hashtag Victor Osimhen has been trending. Well, the reason why hashtag Victor Osimhen has been trending is because Mr. Jollof revealed that he tried to walk wisdom path to Victor Osimhen over the issue with Finidi George and the Super Eagles. But Victor Osimhen impatiently blocked him. Oh my God. Victor Osimhen blocked him, and after all he did for Osimhen, like he said. Okay, let's listen to what he said. Let's know if we can grasp something from all that he said in this video.
I apologize to the coach. Now, so I will still advise you. But you know, 1 year, you say, as you carry Omo and Nigeria Perosa paint your hair, you be king. As senior you Osimhen with 12 years, if you say if you block me, your love, I go die. I've never benefited anything from you. I've never asked anything from you. I don't need anything from you. When I promote your name for Nations Cup, where you will be African footballer is calling one goal. The other goal where you score will be offside, where kick Carol Ojibo, blessed memory. You will not have to apologize to person we fall down, die, because of a match with the world, because we're not talking about those ones. Then I correct you, say you talk to coach, and you are a player worth £130 million.
So Mr. Jollof said a lot of things about the fact that he was trying to, advise Victor Osimhen to go and settle with Finidi George and the Super Eagles. Well, then he was blocked. And so people are saying that Jollof should mind his business, because it seems this blocking really damaged his, his ego, his pride. Because he said a lot of things in that video. He said that he's older than Victor Osimhen, and that he has this, he gets to advise a lot of other top footballers and celebrities, and they don't get to insult him the way Victor Osimhen blocked him and all of that. But people are asking, if really you have Victor Osimhen's interest at heart, you would have called him on the phone, or maybe found a way around it without having to come out to say a lot of bad things about him. Well, if you don't know the gist about the Finidi George and the Victor Osimhen, let's just have a rundown about it. So Finidi George, the former Super Eagles coach, they said that he came online and made a post and said that he's not going to force anybody to vote to play for Super Eagles. Victor Osimhen, on the other hand, without even going to go and find out what the problem was, he went online and said a lot of things about Finidi George, a lot of unspeakable things that he said about Finidi George. Well, it was also revealed that Victor Osimhen was seen in a video. I talked about it here in one of the shows where I said that we saw a video where Victor Osimhen called Finidi George, telling him while he was with his doctor, telling him that he was, not going to be able to play and all of that, and that he would not even mind coming to, cheer the players on and to support them in any way possible that he would be asked to support. But then, seeing that Finidi George made the post, allegedly made the post that he would not beg anybody to play for Super Eagles, Victor Osimhen went up, said a lot of things, made a video, said a lot of things that he said. And then Finidi George got angry. Everybody got angry. And then people are saying, why would you come out to say such a thing without having to call Finidi George to verify from him? Talk to yourself. You are men. Well, before Finidi George resigned from the position of the Super Eagles coach, it was said that he had a meeting with the NFF team. And then it was alleged that somebody from the NFF said something to Finidi George. That now sparked everything, everywhere scattered. So, and then we're asking, when two elephants fight, as they say, the grass suffers. So we're asking, who is going to be humble enough to call each other because the both of them are not saying anything anymore. So we're asking, should Victor Osimhen go to apologize to Finidi George and Super Eagles at large? Or is he still trying to show that he is a big boy and he ain't going to, apologize to anybody? Well, let us see how netizens are reacting to hashtag Victor Osimhen, and then also let's see how they are finding it. If they really, really want Victor Osimhen to, apologize to Finidi George and to Super Eagles at large. And this one is from @Ocean Killer, who says, see how Osimhen value take drop. Wetin they happen for last day of transfer window. Who be this jollof self? You won't go advise person where you know how that one take concern you. The blocking penam. No go they see update from again. Sorry And this one is from Agbola S, who says, all these bloggers, people really care about him. Will reach all these bloggers. People who really care about him will reach out to him privately, not to talk to him to see online, okay? And then this one is from Joshua Olusegun, who says, a gentle reminder, Victor Osimhen reached 100 career goals faster than the GOATs, that is the GOATs. And this is from @KMD, who says, Mr. Jollof with hatred, see all the rubbish him talk against Osimhen clearly that he has always been boiled with hatred for Osimhen's success. And then this one's from @Mr. Motivator, who says, since that day Osimhen disrespected Finidi George, I also lost all respect for him because that is a very big low from him. You have money doesn't warrant you to talk to elders anyhow. Okay, are we talking about respect here now? And this one is from @Collins, who says, see this jealousy it's as bad as witchcraft. He blocked you and your negative energy and you are here insulting him. You cannot mess with everyone and get away with it. Well, the last hashtag of today is on the very, I don't know how to put it, but then hashtag Celine Dion has been trending. And the reason why hashtag Celine Dion has been trending is because a video of her documentary, I Am Celine Dion, was released, seeing a very heartbreaking footage of her going through an intense seizure in her new documentary titled I Am Celine Dion. So the gist here is that on December 8th, 2022, Celine Dion announced that she had been diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, which is a rare neurological disease that causes involuntary muscle rigidity. Yes. And then, of course, she did mention that she has been battling this for 20 years, secretly for 20 years, and she couldn't keep up with the lies. So she revealed that in 2022. And then this was, of course, this was said that this neurological involuntary muscle rigidity also makes her feel like she's getting choked. It gets to paralyze her voice, and then it stole her ability to sing. And then her team got to cancel a lot of shows over random excuses for 20 years until 2022. And she also explained that the muscles in her chest, they push against her lungs, strangling her, and then she didn't want her fans to hear or see this, but then that's the video, but then she just had to, show us what she has been going through. It was a very, very, I felt so bad. I felt so sorry for her. We have always known Celine Dion to be a very beautiful singer. But then you also know that Celine Dion is in this year's lineup with Dua Lipa and then Aya Nakamura to perform at the Olympics opening ceremony. So we are hoping that, well, that video is from last 2 years. It's not a recent video. So he said that she is getting better and then better. So we are hoping that she will get on her feet very, very soon. Well, let's see how netizens are reacting to it before we wrap up the show today. And this one is from at Pretoria Wainwright Prince, who says, oh no, Celine, my favorite blues singer. I'm Your Angel was my favorite song. I pray you recover soon. Well, we pray that she recovers soon. And of course, this one is from at Fragmented Sand, who says, I have epilepsy and thankfully my seizures are what they call simple partial, where the right side of my, trying to explain how scary this whole thing can be. Moving on, this is from at Queen of the Blues one, who says, oh God, my beautiful Celine Dion passing through this. This world has offered us nothing but pain and sadness. Just look at this. Well, it's such a sad thing, but that video was from last 2 years. So we are hoping that she's going to get better, and then we have to see her on our screen again. Well, that is where we are going to wrap up the show today on hashtags on VOP Television on Voice of the People TV. Do well to join us on YouTube as Voice of the People TV, and on all the social media handles we're at VOP TV Live. I'm still your host, Mom Masinachi Okafor, and on Instagram I'm at man_Sinachi. Let's do this again tomorrow, being Wednesday. Have yourself an amazing evening.